Okay, and welcome to the next video where I go over the detailed instructions on how to use each of the new features. So let's start with the Activate MayaStar Avatar section. We're just going to go from the top and go down in these videos. So, okay, so like I said, there's really haven't been much difference between here. They may take a little bit longer to start. But other than that, these are pretty much the same. And I have made some improvements and fixed a few little minor things here and there. So yes, these have been improved. But they basically all work the same as they did before. Let's get to the Sansar avatars. That's where the exciting part is. Okay, so you just click on Start an Empty Scene. You just click on Start or Sansar Female. And here's the Sansar Female. It is not connected to any of the appearance sliders. It's just a mesh that is rigged to the skeleton that you can bring your clothes in, reshape them to fit, or it shows bring in clothes that fit the Sansar avatar, and rig to all the bones, copy the skin weights, remove unused influences, and export as a FBX. There's one particular setting that you have to be aware of when you do that. And I will be making another video showing how to export out stuff for Sansar, so that will be in another video. But you'll notice that, move this out of the way, you'll notice that Sansar Y is up. So that's different than Second Life. Okay, and I'm going to show you the Reshape body here. And let me put this back to Y up. Okay, and because it's just easier to move this. Okay, so Second Life Z is up, and that's why this avatar is laying on her side, and in Sansar Y is up. So I'm just going to show you some of the differences. Okay, so this is the avatar in meter scale, Second Life, and this is the size of the avatar in Second Life. This is the size of the avatar in Sansar. Second Life avatars have always been a lot taller than the average person, so I think that's why they went with the smaller avatars in Sansar. But anyway, so what you would do is you would import your mesh clothing that fit this avatar, this LenLab default avatar. You would then you would create a wrap between your clothes and the avatar, or you could try using a lattice deformer and then create a wrap from the lattice deformer to the avatar body here. And then what you do is you would click the female shape, and this tells you to change the shape from 0 to 1 after you created that wrap, and you can see it makes it to the same shape as the Sansar default avatar. Let's make this its own layer so you can see better. Okay, so that's the shape, and I would duplicate the mesh clothing, and you would have to probably, most of the time you're going to have to edit it a little bit, to get rid of the poke through. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. A lot depends on the type of clothes that you're using, how tight it is, how, a lot of factors go into determining how much work it is to clean it up after you've reshaped it with this. But believe me, this will save you like 90% of the work of having to reshape it. And let's put that on its own layer. And then after you reshaped it, and you've edited it, and you've, like I said, I would do it to a duplicate, so it's not, you don't want any sort of connection between the wrap and the clothes you're going to rig. So that's why I duplicate it, because the duplicate will not have any of the wrap or anything associated with it. So So then you would take your mesh clothing, you would select all the bones in the outliner and do a quick smooth bind, copy the skin weights over, remove unused influences, then you export out. Like I said, I'm going to be making a video showing how to do all that. This is just going a little bit more in depth into the differences of the different new features. Okay, so let's go new, and it's the same thing with the male avatar. See, there's the male avatar, and we can do the Sansar body reshaping. Okay, and it automatically switches between Y up and Z up automatically, so you don't have to think about that. So, so this is the same sort of thing. You come here, male shape, after you've created your wrap of your mesh clothing, and you go 1. So if you had, like I said, I'm going to make a video showing like how to make a blend shape between, you know, for like say a slink body. So you would have 2 shapes in here. You'd have the Sansar shape, male shape, and you have the and then you have the slink male avatar shape in here. And so what you would do is if you made your mesh clothing for say the slink male avatar, is you would change the shape from the default shape, which is this one, you know, and you would change it to 1, and then it would be the slink shape. You'd bring in your mesh clothing that you made for the slink male avatar, and then you would create the wrap, and then you would turn off the slink shape, select the Sansar male shape, and then change it to the Sansar male shape. And then you would duplicate your mesh clothing, and then you would fix the little problems that might have arisen from reshaping it. And then I normally would export out an OBJ of the fixed clothing, and then I would start a brand new scene, activate the male Sansar, import the clothing, and the clothing will come in on its side, so you'd have to rotate it just like I rotated it before, and select all the bones, do a quick smooth bind, copy the skin weights over, remove unused influences, export it out as an FBX, and you're ready to go. So so that concludes, like I said, I'm just going to get a little bit more detailed of this particular feature. I will be making videos of how to reshape your clothes, how to rig your clothes to the Sansar avatar, and all that in other videos that are going to be coming up. So awesome. So we'll see you in the next video.